Hello everybody, welcome to the DreamTeam ICO review by HuntingTheCoins. So the current situation is that team games is a massive growing market, with team games taking the majority of registered players. You can see from the graph here that League of Legends is currently one of the biggest esport in the world. The problem that they're trying to solve is that the vast majority of gamers are amateur players, and amateur players take approximately 99%, and professional players take up 0.00001%. And they also have shown that 4 out of 5 League of Legends players want to become professional players. The thing is, they think there is not enough teams available, professionally managed teams. So what Dream Team wants to solve is they want to make an all-encompassing solution where in this platform you could find games, you can find coaches, managers, analysis, and tournament info. And then through finding teams, they'll be able to connect to other profiles and rating engines to find other players, and as well as being able to manage their team, make analytic tools, marketing tools, management, and media tools. And then via making teams and getting info from the game performances, they can also earn sponsorships via this platform, like media rights, player bonuses, prize money, and the transfer market, which is all pretty cool. What they're trying to do is a very broad spectrum of team building in esports. And what is a team member? The team member is pretty solid. We have the CEO of Navi, who is the founder of this project, and Navi is a very powerful team. Pancheco, who is the co-founder, he is the biggest seller of he's the biggest private merchant in games, and he also built one of the biggest virtual item trading marketplace, Skins Cash. And also he's also a D-Market CEO and co-founder, which is a very, very big ICO that held its phase 1 recently for 10 million. And we also have the Dash blockchain architect, and he's one of the developers on the Dash project. What do I think about this ICO? It's got a pretty innovative idea to make a team building website and a management tool, and that they have shown that a majority of players want to join a professional esports team, and esports is growing very rapidly. And then the CEO is also the manager or the founder of a very successful esports team, Navi. The bad. At the moment, there is no working demo, and the exact same founders are working on 2 different ICOs. So on the top corner, you can see the founders and the team of the Dream Team ICO, and at the bottom, you can see the D-Market ICO, which is not great from an investor's perspective. It shows they're trying to work on 2 different projects, and you might not be able to manage. It's like trying to work on 2 big projects at the same time. It's not very efficient, I would say. And there's 2 different selling phases in the ICO, which can be it can price in everything. So if there is not enough demand for the first ICO, then there will be no demand on the second phase, and then this can be very bad for investors who want to make money. And the cap is extremely high, 75 million. That is a bit outrageous from my perspective. Also, the other thing is pro players will always get noticed in games. Say if you're playing a solo queue or a ranked game, then if you're really, really good, you would get to the top tier, and eventually a professional team would approach you and ask you if you want to join. That is where the majority of professional teams get their players. They usually hunt or scout for players that reach a very high level ranking by their own. So I don't really see a point in this platform. Also, most professional tournaments are centralized, so there is really no need for blockchain. If you're dependent on an entity to pay out the prize money, why would you use a blockchain? Wouldn't you prefer to be paid in fiat? And if we look at the overall team earnings right here, we can see that the majority of the teams don't make a massive amount of money compared to ICO. And this is considering the overall team earning. This is considering all the prize money they get from all the individual games. So if you look at Team Liquid here, this is including 1,066 tournaments. That only equates to about $17,000 per tournament. That is not as much money as you expect. So it really raises the question whether this team is really it raised the question whether this team building feature is really required to make a massive amount of money. So that is something to consider about. My verdict is this is not an ICO to make quick money, and you should wait on an exchange. So that's what I recommend. Remember, this is not financial advice, and I'm not paid to make this review.